Hello and welcome to Horseshoe Scorekeeper how-to videos. In this video we're going to show you what to expect if it's your first time keeping score at the World Tournament. We will also be showing you how to keep score for class play using Horseshoe Scorekeeper. This is the screen you will see on your laptop when you take your scorekeeping seat. The first game, as you can see, has already been preloaded by the text from the computer room. The tabs above at the top of the score sheet I will explain later in this video as we use them. You will be keeping score for 2 games or 2 courts at the same time. Here's how your monitor screen looks, or your scoreboard. As you will notice on your scoreboard, the 2 names on the left of the screen is for court 20, and the 2 names on the right of the screen is for court 21. Before the game starts, it would be a good idea to check the names on each player's shirt and identify that player with where they're listed on the score sheet, so when the game starts you can put the score in the proper place. Now it's time to get the game started. The announcer has announced to start your games, and the pitchers have flipped a shoe and they're starting their games. And in this first game here on court 20, the first player to call a score is Jim Zimmerman, and go down to the column under Jim's name as we learned in the previous video, and use the column under each player's name to enter their score. So Jim called one ringer 4, so click on one ringer 4, and as you can see it gave Jim the one ringer 4 and also added the no score to John. Now John calls 2 ringers 1. Click on 2 ringers 1, and you can see it gave John the 2 ringers 1. Now your game on the other court got started a little late, but they called their first score. Raymond has called 2 dead 3. So they're ending behind the frame behind the game on court 20, which is not really a problem. Now Jim calls 1 ringer 3, and your next game Julius calls 2 dead 3. Your next call is on court 20, and John calls 2 dead 1. Your next call is on court 21, and Raymond calls 1 ringer 3. Next call is Jim calls 1 ringer 4, and your next call is Raymond calls 2 points. Now these 2 players are measuring a shoe or something, and this game here they finally catch up. Julius calls 2 dead 3. So you see our games have evened up again. Now you just continue putting scores in as the players call them under the player's name that called the score until we get 40 shoes in, and that will be the end of the game. Scoreboard will flash on that game to show that it is the end of the game, and we will show you when that happens. Now if you would put a wrong score in, as we discussed in the first video, it's not a big problem to fix or correct. Don't panic, and if you're uncomfortable with correcting it or you forgot how, just call a judge, and if the judge can't correct it, they will call someone from the computer room to come and fix your problem. Now that you have the hang of this, just repeat this for each player until the game shows 40 shoes pitched. And like I said, once this happens, I'll show you what happens to the scoreboard. Okay, we've entered scores until we're up to 38 shoes, so this is the last pitch for both games. And on court 20, John calls 1 ringer 3. So that's the final pitch for that game. So let's go to your scoreboard and I'll show you what's happening there. If you will notice, the score's flashing on the game on court 20, and that's because they have 40 shoes pitched. That's the end of the game in class play. Now let's go back and enter the score for our last game. Okay, in this game Julius calls 4 dead. So that's the end of the game for this court 2, and as you'll notice, the score's flashing on that game. Now these scores will flash for about 30 seconds and then they'll time out and quit. As you see, the flashing has timed out on court 20 and it will in a few more seconds on court 21. So now let's go back to our score sheets. Now that the game has ended, and both players will need to agree that the score is correct. So once they agree the score is correct, then you can go down and you can hit send to host. Click there and it will show if it sent the game to the host computer. And this one shows sent. We'll go do the same thing to the other game on the other court, on court 21. So they've agreed that the score is correct. Send that game. So both games is sent to the host computer. All you have to do now is return the round robin card to the players. You don't have to enter the player's score to the round robin card. It is not recommended that you do fill out their round robin card. That's up to the players to do that because they have the monitor here that they can get their score and their shoes and their ringers right off of here. If the player would like a copy of their score sheets, they can go to the computer room or stat room after their games are over and request a printout of their score sheets for that day. Now that the players have left your court and you have new players coming on, it's time to get ready for our next game. And as I told you earlier in the video that I would explain what these tabs above represent. The first one is your class tab. As you can see, this is Elder C class. The second one is your court tab, and this is court 20. And the third one is your number, which is your game number, and your fourth one is your load button. Go ahead and load a game here to court 20. This is our second game, so click on number 2 there, and then click the load button, and that game is loaded. Now go to court 21, we'll do the same thing. We click the little arrow on the right of the number tab and click the number 2, and then we click load. Okay, we now have our next 2 games loaded. Don't forget to familiarize yourself with the players on each court with your round robin card or with their round robin card so you can make sure that you're putting the right score in for the right person. Okay, that's about all for this video, and we hope we have showed you how easy scorekeeping is at the World Tournament using Horseshoe Scorekeeper. Have a good day, and please remember that the Horseshoe Master How-To software team is always here to help.